Welcome to the Escalation Podcast. I'm your host, Editor, and today we're tackling one of the most universal challenges in corporate life: how to stay productive in a world that seems designed to pull you off track. Today, we're cutting through the noise, not with generic tips, but with the proven strategies and hacks that actually work, used by leaders like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett. So for this episode, we went deep. We sifted through endless Reddit threads, the best productivity books, and real-world corporate insights to find what actually works for real people. Out of all of the noise, 6 hacks emerged: practical, battle-tested, and adaptable to the high-pressure world of banking, finance, and law. Hack number 1. Time blocking with calendar. Bill Gates is famous for breaking his day into 5-minute slots. 5 minutes. Think about that. Why would he do that? Because he knows that if you don't protect your calendar, someone else will hijack it. And once it's gone, you'll never get that time back. In corporate life, you have to start treating your deep work like client capital. You wouldn't casually hand over millions in client money. So why are you handing over hours of your day without a second thought? Schedule it, defend it, and never apologize for it. And here's a trick that works. Don't call it focus time. That sounds rather optional. Rename these blocks of time with intimidating labels like executive committee review or client strategy prep. People will think twice before scheduling over it. And the other side of defending your calendar is defending your attention. Outlook, Teams, Slack, they're all built to hijack your focus. Don't let them. Batch your communication, carve out 2 windows a day for email and messages, maybe mid-morning and late afternoon, and then let your team know when these are. That way you're responsive without being reactive. This is not being selfish, it's being strategic. Hack number 2, ruthless prioritization. Warren Buffett has a productivity rule that's as simple as it's brutal. He tells people to write down their top 25 goals, then circle the 5 that matter most. And here's the hard part. Everything else, the other 20, must be ignored. Not fit them in if there's time, ignore it. And that's the lesson most people never learn in corporate life. You don't fail because you're not working hard enough. You fail because you're spreading yourself too thin across 20 priorities that don't actually matter. In the corporate world, this means carving out quarterly clarity. So ask yourself, what are the 5 outcomes that, if delivered, would make everything else irrelevant? Those 5 become your compass. Everything else is background noise. Some productivity experts even go further than that and recommend you focus on one thing only. But here's the catch. Strategy is easy on paper. The real battlefield is daily life, because in corporate environment, every single day feels like 20 competing fires. The urgent request from your boss, the unexpected client call, the meeting that suddenly becomes mandatory. If you're not careful, you'll spend 12 hours firefighting and still go home wondering, what's actually happened today? What have I achieved? That's where the daily top 3 comes in. Each morning, or even the night before, write down the 3 things that must get done today. Not 10, not 12, just 3. 3 things that, if completed, would make the day a success, no matter how many curveballs land in your inbox, and make those daily 3 your non-negotiables. This is the bridge between big picture strategy and day-to-day survival. The 5-25 rule gives you strategic focus. The daily top 3 keeps you from drowning in tactical noise. And here's the truth. You don't need to win every firefight. You just need to win the right ones. Hack number 3, meeting hygiene. Corporate life runs on meetings, and most aren't about progress. They are rituals of busyness. Hours of polite conversation that make us feel like we've worked, but rarely move anything forward. So here are some rules. Rule number 1, if there is no agenda, decline. If nobody can articulate the decision to be made, it's not a meeting, it's an email. Rule number 2, apply the 2-pizza rule. If there are more than 8 people in a room, you're not in a decision-making meeting, you're in an audience. An audience belongs to theaters, not boardrooms. So here's the most important part. Most status meetings don't need to happen at all. You can swap them for a shared doc or even a short Loom video update. That's 90 minutes of your life back, and no one misses the meeting. Because the truth is that meetings should be used like a scalpel, not a hammer. Focused, deliberate, and only when they're truly needed. Hack number 4, focus rituals and micro decisions. Distraction isn't just external, it's internal. Sergey Brin is known for his deep dives at Google. No phones, no interruptions, just pure immersion. That's how breakthroughs happen. When was the last time you had a real deep dive or focus session? In corporate life, you need your own reset ritual before any deep work. So shut down your notifications, close your Outlook, put your phone on airplane mode, signal to your brain that this is the work that matters. And here is a micro hack that saves you from mental clutter, the 5-minute rule. If a task takes less than 5 minutes to complete, do it immediately. Send that reply, approve the document, log the note. Don't let pebbles pile into a mountain. Productivity isn't about the big rocks. It's about keeping your mental landscape clear enough to actually move the big rocks when it's time. Hack number 5, delegation, automation, and templates. Here's a tough truth. Just because you can do it faster doesn't mean you should. Real leverage isn't about speed. It's about who does it and how. So ask yourself, is this a £100 an hour task or a £10 an hour task? If you're doing the latter, you're leaking value. Delegate where you can, but don't just stop there. Automate and systemize. Use email templates for the things you say over and over again. Build macros in Excel. Lean on workflow tools. Create systems so your future self doesn't have to touch the same problem twice. This isn't laziness. It's compounding your time, turning every repetitive task into a process that can run without you. Hack number 6, boundaries. Here's the counterintuitive truth. The most productive people don't live in their inbox. They don't equate long hours of output. Redditors put it bluntly, don't make your job your identity. Don't work 60 hours for a 40-hour contract. And they're right. Your boundary is your battery. Without downtime, without evenings and weekends that are truly yours, none of the hacks matter. Because here's the thing about productivity. It burns out faster than substance. You can play the role of the busiest person in the office, but in the end, the people who last are the ones who understand when to shut the laptop and walk away. So protect your boundaries and guard your energy. Productivity in corporate life isn't about squeezing more into your hours. It's about protecting the hours that actually matter. These 6 hacks give you tools that do just that. Defend your calendar, prioritize with courage, kill the bad meetings, ritualize your focus, leverage delegation and automation, and above all, protect your boundaries. But let me add a personal note here. Since leaving the corporate world and building my own business, I've discovered something. Not every hack works forever, and not every hack is for everyone. For example, I don't time block anymore. As an entrepreneur, my days are too fluid, too full of moving parts, and I've found that rigid scheduling can sometimes kill my creativity. What I've learned instead are boundaries and systems. Boundaries that protect my energy, my family time, and my creative space. And systems, beautifully simple, well-designed systems that mean I get to attend to my clients when they need me. Because entrepreneurship isn't about managing the flood of meetings and emails the way corporate life is. It's about building an ecosystem where your time naturally flows toward impact. So whether you're in the corporate trenches or running your own venture, the real lesson here is hacks are tools, not commandments. So use what fits and drop what doesn't. Adapt them until they serve you, because productivity isn't about following someone else's blueprint. It's about building the one that lets you thrive and it's aligned with your mission. Until next time.